The Florida sun was spread over the city like a warm blanket. The team was preparing for the morning training session, but Messi did not enter the dressing room. He left his bag in his car and started walking quietly. There was a squeeze in it today. Maybe he was feeling it for the first time, an unseen longing sandwiched between fame, trophies, applause. He didn't know what it was, but he felt it. December. And then he changed his path. He made his way to the small field where the club's young talent camp was established. Everyone would think he had the day off. No one was waiting for Messi there. But sometimes an inner voice speaks without being called. He stood quietly in the little canopy behind the hedges. No one came to him. He didn't want to, either. He didn't want to distract the children. He was just watching. The joy of children of that age tearing up the grass left a vague smile on Messi's face. But just then, a boy caught his attention. He was a little shorter than the others, quite thin, but extremely determined, as if he played more quietly than the other children playing around him. And Messi knew that silence very well. When the boy took the ball to his feet, it was as if the field became quiet in an instant. Every time he touched the ball, he was whispering to Messi about his past. He remembered those strange but effective body movements he used to make when he was playing with his brothers when he was little. Every time his feet touched the ball, his heart raced with anxiety. Moments came to his mind when he thought that if he made a mistake, he would lose not the ball, but his dream. With the same desperation, that little boy was now trying not to lose the ball. In one position, the boy fell to the ground while driving the ball. A few kids giggled. The coach didn't say anything. The boy looked up. There was neither shame nor anger in his eyes. It's just a stance. It's just a habitual silence. Messi's insides trembled, because his first jersey came to mind. Those evenings when his own mother sewed, came home with a lot of sweat, sweaty sweats, drank cold water, goals that no one applauds, matches that no one came to watch. But it's still that feeling he can't give up. That little boy, that's exactly what that feeling was coming from. Messi watched with squinting eyes. He was looking at it so intently, as if he were not a child in the field, but following the ghost of his past. He found himself in every movement, felt his old wounds every time he fell. The coach noticed Messi at that time, but he did not make a sound. He understood, too. Messi was there because it was enough to watch, because maybe Messi was seeing himself for the first time watching a child. The kid has the ball again. This time he got decked between two people, shot from a tight angle, but the ball came back off the post. There was no goal again. But in Messi's eyes, a lot had happened at that moment, because sometimes it wasn't enough for the ball to go into the net. Some strokes would strike right into the heart of the past. Messi sighed. He put one hand on his knee, covered his face with the other. Something was moving inside him. Not only the past, but also the missing sides of his childhood were running on that field. And perhaps for the first time, he was finding the name of the feeling that he could not describe the lack of for years. There is someone else who will understand me one day. The next morning, Messi was on the same pitch again before training time. This time, the club managers also noticed, but no one asked anything. He did not go on the field. He just stood on the sidelines, in the shade, just like yesterday. And that boy was there again. He was playing again with the same ambition, again with the same silence. When one of his teammates didn't pass to him, he punched the ground, but then he got up quietly, continued the game as if nothing had happened. Messi watched without blinking his eyes. He was finding himself in that stroke, in that silence, because he also played stubbornly not only on the ball, but on the world in his time. Later in the day, Messi quietly approached the organizer in charge. "Who is that boy, number 8? The manager was surprised at first. Then he shuffled the papers. "Liam. He came here with his mother. He didn't have a father. He has refugee status. They came from Venezuela. This sentence fixed Messi where he is. Venezuela, it's a place he's never been to in his life, but it's familiar for the first time on that child's face. Messi is back on the pitch. At that moment, Liam was moving towards the goal. On his own, he didn't want to pass. And the pass was not given either. But he tried anyway. It was a pointless effort in everyone's eyes. But in Messi's eyes, it was the greatest final in the world. When practice ended that day, the boys went to the locker room. Messi did not get in the car. He waited in the shade until that boy came out of the fence with his mother. Messi has taken a step forward. Liam whispered something to his mother. The woman started squinting, then stopped. Messi approached slowly. "Hello," he said. The woman got excited. Liam took a step back, but his eyes did not leave Messi. Messi knelt down, came to eye level. "You played very well today," he said in a soft voice. Liam averted his eyes. It's as if he's been waiting to hear this phrase for years but didn't want to believe it. "No one gave a pass," he said in a whisper. Messi smiled. "I didn't get much rust either when I was little, but sometimes the ball talks to you alone." Liam looked straight into her eyes this time. At that moment, something snapped inside. Messi, in that glance, returned to years ago, to the empty stands in Rosario, to the applause of his mother, to the silence of his father. "I saw you on TV," Liam said. "I saw you on the pitch," Messi said. They came face to face. There is no age difference between them, no language difference. December. There was just a common loneliness. Messi stood up, took off his cleats. It was a custom-made model with white and blue stripes, Argentine colors. He handed the shoes to the boy. "These are yours," he said. "To me?" "Yes, but on one condition." "What?" "Mayan ride ini fodien anod ion. On mayan ride ini fodien anod ion. You don't need to score goals." The woman started crying. Liam looked at the shoes. He couldn't wear it. He just held it. It was obvious that his hands were shaking. Messi smiled as he saw them off. But this smile was different. For the first time, he looked not at his past, but at the future. When he came home that night, he put his hand over his face and sat down on the couch. He turned to his wife with a quiet sigh. "Today, the ball gave me an answer for the first time." The days chased each other. Messi never saw that boy again. He didn't hear her name, he didn't see a photo of her, but every time he walked through the Inter-Miami facilities, his eyes involuntarily shifted to that small pitch. It was as if his past was still hovering there like a shadow. Maybe some people would only appear once and leave a mark. Liam was one of them. One morning, the club's media officer wanted to show Messi a video. "A short documentary of the camp," he said. Messi was uninterested at first, but the screen stopped at a scene. Liam was there. He had cleats on him that Messi gave him. The shoes sounded a little big, but the boy was dribbling confidently. And then Messi's voice was heard in the video. The sentence he said to the child that day resonated. "You don't need to score goals. Keep trying." Messi took a deep breath. Unable to contain himself, he smiled slightly. He whispered without turning to those next to him. "I was a child of the past. He is the answer to the future." Messi did not take the field that day. He's late for practice, maybe for the first time, but perhaps for the first time in his life. Not only his own journey, but someone else's journey was so precious to him.